The British pound has seen an incredible move versus the dollar, touching almost as high as 130. Now, we backed off that level today based on some of the doings that are going on in the House of Commons. But at this point, it seems that a stronger pound is really reflecting the optimism that we're seeing and getting partly from the whole Brexit announcement that was originally done and voted on in June of 16, and then we had a March 29th of 2019 line in the sand that got kicked down to June, and then it got kicked to Halloween. And boy, I don't know what they're gonna do here. They have 9 days to get something done, and based on the news today, I'm not sure they're gonna get what they want, and hence the pullback. But we didn't see a significant pullback, so there still is some optimism priced in there. Whether we get the official Brexit on October 31st or in the days after is yet to be seen. I think at this point, those that were short probably got caught and have been chasing and have gotten out. At this point, it may become new longs on optimism moving forward. It's been a very, very strong run in the month of October as we continue to wait for resolution and clarity. And what is that clarity? Well, Mr. Johnson, he got his vote. However, he didn't get it on his timetable. And that is the question is what is the EU going to do at this point if they can't jam something through in the next few days? They have to turn it over to their friends across the strait. And if that happens, it brings open a whole nother bag of what ifs. So that is why you're seeing the modest pullback. That is why we didn't push north of 130. And I think at this point, any pullbacks will likely be bought by those holding optimism that this is going to get through and everything's going to be fine. And likewise, if we start to leak, well below down south of 125 or whatever, we're going to start to see longs getting out. And obviously that means that the delay will be longer than expected. I think the one entity here that is being overlooked and has been over the last several weeks and months when we're dealing with Brexit is the Bank of England. They're not looking to make any significant moves. Obviously, they want to see where this Brexit thing comes down, and they are unable to make policy shifts like we've seen in the States, like we've seen in other areas in Europe where they're talking about maybe making some policy shifts or are making policy shifts. They aren't able to do that because they want the resolution, they want the clarity. So really, short-term uncertainty is really holding them hostage. And at this point, I think everyone was optimistic we're going to see something next week. Yeah, we have some of the news for next week, but we don't have clarity on when it will all get done. So the pound could see some volatile days ahead. I think that 130 high may be a short-term extension that we have trouble getting through unless Mr. Johnson can gather some kind of a revote and get his push through for his timetable. That doesn't look like it's very high probable. But at this point, the pound has made an exceptional move higher. So look for longs to probably look to lighten their load as we are on the highs still, despite the fact that we got the bad vote this afternoon. And we'll likely continue to maybe see a sideways trade to possibly slightly lower until we get that resolution. And between you, me, and the wall, it could come next week, it could come the week after. Now it's out of the hands of those in the UK and moved over to those in the European Union. And that leaves a lot to uncertainty, which has not been very favorable for anybody, especially those holding the pound.